The way this boxing business works, it's it's very unpredictable. You could be training for ages. Fights get cancelled, fights get brought and sprung up on you. But I mean, as of right now, we've got a few ideas of what's going to happen next. We've got a few ideas of what we'd like to happen next, but inevitably, we don't know. We've just got to sit tight now for a few more weeks, and my team, Frank Warren, BT Sport, my dad, we'll make some phone calls and see what's out there and see if people's willing to step up to the table. The name that everybody's talking about at the minute is Jake Paul, and it's something that's become a bane in my life, to be fair. I mean, I just want it over and now, because every time I walk down the street, every time I go out and do anything, it's always the same question. When does the fight grab between you and Jake Paul? When you doing it? When you do it? I'm like, honestly, this is not my fault why you guys are waiting for this fight. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get it on. But, it should have been done back in December. It's obviously a huge fight because everyone's still talking about it. But my career is as a boxer. I'm not in this job to fight YouTubers and all that sort of stuff. The only reason why, we're kind of not going after a fight but still entertaining it in a way is because it is a huge fight. And I think it's definitely one that needs to happen because so many people are just talking about it. And I just want it to be done now. I'm tired of talking about it. I'm tired of answering questions about it. Just let's get it on. Having gone on Love Island owner and her not knowing a thing about boxing, to be thrusted into it at kind of the biggest level. Me going away for 8 weeks, 9 weeks at a time. No contact. It's definitely been tough for her, but she's a very strong woman, as everybody knows. She's got through it. She's supported me 100% all the way through every training camp. And if it wasn't for her, I'd have a hard time getting through camp. She gets me through these things. She always makes me feel confident about myself. She's always there to pick me up when I've had a bad day. And she's just everything that you could ever want, in a girlfriend, especially for me as well, because, she's just there all the time for me. And it's just the best thing in the entire world. And she knows that herself. And it really is a big factor that for me, because obviously a boxer needs a good woman by his side. And I've definitely got one in Molly. Four's my number. 4 kids is what I'd like. I mean, hopefully she can give them to me. But we'll see. It's Molly's body at the end of the day. I'm not going to be able to go. I'm not going to go through birth and pregnancy and all that tough stuff. I'll be there, but I won't be doing it. So for me to say, that I want this amount of kids, it's obviously up to Molly. I would never force her into having to pressure on her to come up with this amount of children. For me, it's Molly's body, and whatever she wants to do with it, she can do with it. I'll support her every single step of the way. But as far as I'm concerned, I would love to have 4 kids. But we'll see. I mean, it's something that we do think and talk about a lot, because I'm a big family man. I come from a big family. She's obviously very close with her family. I think it's tough because we're so young, but we've been living together now for 3 years. As soon as I met the girl, we've been living together. So I feel like it's a very different relationship to the average relationship. Early on in the first stages, you see each other once, twice a week, if that, with work and stuff. But ever since I met Molly, we shared a bed that same night, and we've been together for the first 3 months. I've seen her every single day. We're sleeping together, so it's like me and Molly's been together for 6 years because we've been so close all the time. So I think these sort of things for kids and all that, I don't think it's in the too distant future. Always think positive. Always think the brightest outcome. Where I know a lot of people who think you always think on the worst side of things. Everyone quickly just thinks of the bad first. And why? Why should you? You should be thinking of the good all the time in every situation, because I do believe that what you put out to the universe, you get back. If you put out constant negativity, then negativity will find a way to you. But if you're positive, upbeat, happy all the time, a joy to be around, then I just think you're gonna have 10 times better life. My feet are firmly on the ground all the time because, before Love Island, before anything, and I was living in a boiler room at home. Like a broken bed, no TV, nothing. I had to walk to the gym. Never had any money, so and I was happy then. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I was happy then. I didn't have anything in my life. Never had no aspirations, real aspirations that anybody give me a chance. I was just kind of the kid in the corner who's doing a bit of boxing, and that was it. So, I was happy then because I had my family around me, I had my friends around me, and that never changes.